In the food web activity, you figured out how an asteroid impact could have caused the dinosaurs to go extinct. With the knowledge that dust from an asteroid impact blocks sunlight, you use the food web as a model to figure out what happens to an ecosystem when you block sunlight. You probably reasoned that lots of plants would die because they don't have enough sunlight energy to make their food. And after the plants die, that in turn would kill off a lot of herbivores who depend on the plants for food. Then, most of the carnivores would die too, because there would be fewer herbivores to eat. So scientists think that an asteroid impact in one part of the Earth could have caused dinosaurs all over the Earth to go extinct, because its dust blocked out sunlight and caused a collapse in the dinosaurs' food web. But an asteroid isn't the only hypothesis you might hear to explain the dinosaur extinction. For example, some scientists think dinosaurs might have started dying off even before the asteroid hit, because their food webs might have been disrupted by volcanic eruptions that were changing the Earth's climate at that time. Since the extinction happened so long ago, scientists will need even more evidence before we can say we know for sure what caused the extinction. What we do know is that most of the animals and plants on Earth, about 75% of them, went extinct at the end of the Cretaceous period, 65 million years ago. But that means that not all living things died. 25% of living things survived. Looking at the survivors, we can see some of the things they had in common that might have helped them survive. One thing you might have noticed is that most of the survivors were small, which meant they didn't need very much food to survive. They could live off of much less energy than, say, a T-Rex or a Triceratops. When food became scarce, it was good to be a small animal. We can also see that many of the survivors were omnivores, meaning they weren't picky eaters. These were animals that could get energy from eating a variety of plants and animals, including dead plants and animals, which would have been easy to find after the extinction event. Scavenger animals would have had plenty of food. Scientists who have studied the fossils of animals before and after the extinction think that very few pure carnivores and very few pure herbivores survived. Scientists have also hypothesized that animals that could hibernate or live underground for long periods of time would have been more likely to survive. By going underground, they would have been able to escape the fires and intense heat after the asteroid impact. And by hibernating, they also would have reduced the amount of energy that they needed to survive. Eventually, life did flourish again after the Cretaceous extinction event. When the asteroid dust settled, the sun shone again. Most of the living green plants had already died, but some plants had dropped seeds that survived or had roots that survived. When the sun shone again, it gave energy to those seeds and roots, and living plants once again flourished. Over a long time, new food chains developed, and food webs formed that no longer included the dinosaurs. However, at this point, I have to let you in on a secret. It's actually not the case that all of the dinosaurs went extinct. Scientists have figured out that there was one group of dinosaurs that did survive the extinction. It was a group of small dinosaurs, which had beaks and lots of feathers. This group of dinosaurs today, of course, just goes by the name of birds. But birds are so closely related to dinosaurs that scientists consider them a type of dinosaur. And when you look closely at a bird, it's really not all that surprising. Have fun and stay curious.